This is the Robot Wars Episode 4 review.
The level of challenge involved with building a fighting robot means that there is no perfect design.
"40 robot fighting teams competing for the ultimate prize."
This year there'll be a lot of things that people won't expect.
Battling in the biggest, toughest robot fighting arena in the world. Each week, only the strongest will survive.
Last week, our only wooden robot learned a hard lesson in physics. And the youngest driver in the competition wiped the floor with the opposition. Who will join them this week, fighting to become the Robot Wars champion? This is Robot Wars! And this is the bulletproof arena where the robots come in search of fame, fortune and fights. It's designed to withstand even those powerful and technologically advanced robots. The teams must also take on the arena hazards, the pitch, the flipper, spikes and fire.
This is the pit, and just like in Formula One, it's where the teams make their final preparations before heading up to the arena. What happens here could ultimately decide whether they emerge as winners or losers.
This is the first robot that gets introduced, Apollo. Powerful flipper. Yeah. So I'm going to show you all the robots once again, and then show you the final big battle and some really good bits in between. So this is Apollo, and let's see what Dara O'Brien has to say about that. Get it play.
Excellent, proper show business.
You did that very well,
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm a hoofer, really.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you built this, and what can this do?
This is a flipper, but because it's called Apollo, we're calling it a launcher.
How far can it launch something?
Well, it can launch a 50-kilo robot at least 6-7 feet, but it's not always about the size.
No.
You know, it's fast as well.
There they are.
So this is another robot. I actually forgot the name of this one, so bear with me. You probably learned from this. So
any direction without
Okay, so
turning.
it goes literally backwards, forwards,
Yes,
side to side.
Yep, side to side, like direct crab motion.
Okay, great. Let's talk about the weapon.
Sure, so we have two angle grinders strapped to either side.
Right.
If we're flipped over, doesn't matter, everything works the exact same.
Brilliant.
As well, we have the wheels, so we'll hopefully be able to crab ourselves out of trouble.
I can't wait to see you guys waltzing around the arena. Good luck, Sweeney Todd.
Okay, thanks.
So right over here is can opener.
Which is one of the father and son teams we have here. You're going to crush the robot, aren't you?
We're going to cause some damage today, yeah.
How hard can it grip?
About 12 tons on the cylinder, about 6 on the jaws. Once they're locked, nothing can part them.
I just want to see somebody's poor robot being picked off the teeth of your robot.
This is the next one. Let's see about
This
this
is
one.
dangerous. That's a good thing, because maybe it underestimates it.
What's the weapon?
So we have a 31 kilogram spinning disc on the underside of the robot. It's spinning at 1800 RPM, and it's only 2 centimeters off the arena floor.
Nice and low.
Undercutter. We're hoping to take out wheels, take out anything low to the ground.
Okay, so we're going straight in.
Spin up, go straight in.
This is a team called Terror Turtle, and it doesn't do very well. Let's see what it is all about.
Oh, how do you do? I like all the green. It's very ecological looking. I do love a uniform, yes. Talk me through this beautiful little man.
I think he must be the most lovely robot in the place, and let's hope his looks don't get ruined during the event.
Is that likely to happen? Because, I mean, this feels like fiberglass, right?
It is fiberglass, but fiberglass is quite strong. And the important point is at the front here, there is a big spinning disc, and that's the part that's going to touch the opponent before the opponent touches the fiberglass.
What about this little dude over here?
This is the hatchling?
This is a cluster bot, right?
Yes.
And some people use them kind of for show, a bit of distraction,
Yeah,
but this is
this
going to
is-
get in.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully. You don't sound that confident about that.
No, we are. We're very confident.
This right here is Storm 2.
Cost the most, yeah.
How much?
Probably about £20,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, grand. And what do you get for your £20,000 in a robot?
Hopefully beyond round one.
But what's its secret power? What can this Storm 2 do that the other robots can't do?
Top secret.
No, come on, you're about to go out there, right?
Yeah.
For a start, I'm looking at this thing, which seems to be not connected to
No,
Storm 2.
it's because we've got 3 different modular weapons, you see, and we can then pick our weapon depending on who we're fighting. And what we know who we've got in our first round, and that's not our best one for that fight, so that's why we're going for this one over here.
I'm here with the team who built.
This right here is Sabretooth. Yeah.
Like this. Yeah.
And
How fast are we talking?
3,000 RPM.
That's pretty fast, right?
Yeah.
And what about this guy?
That grabs
Right.
and pulls.
When we were trying to fix it, it broke. So
there's a little weakness.
don't tell anyone. We can't self-right.
And how's that going to affect your tactics? Because it's pretty fierce out
No,
there.
I know. So we've got some, some big flippers. So what we need to do is wind the drum up,
Okay.
full power,
Right.
and just drive into it.
You're one of our father and son teams.
This right here is Eruption. One of the few robots that I've actually seen in a live show. It's pretty cool.
How long?
We've been doing this since 2004 when I was just 6 years old.
So, what can Eruption do?
Well, it's got a very powerful flipper,
Right.
but we've also added this grabber. The robot comes up, the grabber will fire, hold the other robot, we've got hold of it then, so we can put it where we want to throw it out.
Yeah, it's very, very precise. It's like, well, we've got hold of it, so we can put it where we want. Yes. Now I'm going to show you some of the best bits in this episode. So, let me just find them now. So this is when Apollo flips over 2 of the house robots.
Apollo drives into the CPs. How dare you! Dead metal venting its spleen and steam. And why not? Goodness me. Matilda broods. Matilda, you're not allowed to come out and look for revenge. You're not. No. Oh, Matilda coming in for the kiss of life. Ooh. Yeah. Now, Apollo flips Storm 2 and goes to flip again. Matilda, what is she doing? Oh dear, Matilda nudging a teammate back into life, it would seem, or maybe towards the pit, surely not cannibalistic house roadblocks. Apollo, meanwhile, is trying to stay away from any damage Storm 2 could cause, and pushed on to Matilda. Were they going to flip Matilda? I think they were. I think they got too confident there. Ah, they've done it! A KO blow for the second time. They've taken just about everyone out. I've never ever seen it before. Not in a single day. Oh,
An eruption in the head-to-head. and
This
judges'
is the
decision
final
to get them their
battle
first win. It was
of the
only
day.
against PP3D that they showed their true potential and joined Apollo at the top of the league table for a place in the final.
When they first met, it was one of the most dramatic battles in the series so far. Storm 2 seemed to have the advantage with their lower front end. But when it came to flipping power, Apollo took off, taking out both Dead Metal, shortly followed by Matilda. Storm 2 almost sent them into the pit, but Apollo held out. Will their luck hold as they head into the final, or will Storm 2 wreak revenge and settle an old score? It's Storm 2 versus Apollo. Only the winner is guaranteed a place in the grand final.
And even the house robots aren't safe. For the final time tonight, it's over to Jonathan.
thanks very much, Dara. Yes, Dead Metal and Matilda and the house robots have a grudge against Apollo. Off we go for a place in the grand final. Apollo and Storm 2 nervous here, feeling each other out. Apollo just trying to get the lifting mechanism, and Storm 2 driving in underneath. This is what they did when they met earlier on and into the CPZ, and this is where maybe Shank can get revenge. No! Again, a house robot has been flipped for the third time in the night. Apollo flips a house robot, over goes Shunt. All topsy-turvy in the Shunt world now. Dancing a dizzy jig in that corner. But no extra points for Apollo for that, don't forget. Storm 2 has the, I think, more significant drive. If they can push Apollo towards a pit, they could have a chance. They're certainly getting in underneath again, under that front ground clearance of Apollo when they can nudge it up into the air. The control and aggression is from Storm 2, but the damage was from Apollo with the flip. Powerful surge. The supply of gas well used there. They know they have to be sensible with it. And in the previous fight, that sort of flip caused damage to Storm 2. No house robot in the CPZ. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Storm 2 flying through the air. And now Apollo shaping up to have another ram. And meanwhile, Matilda's on the warpath.
Matilda, get out of the way.
She can cross into a CPZ if the competitors go in there once again. Oh, she's now self-righted her compatriot. Big blow onto Storm 2. And another hit!